Dear friends, I am really embarrassed by all that I have heard, but I am very happy to see all of you over here. And when I did spot checking or sample checking, I found out that most of you have come without the printed invitation card which has been sent by the organizing committee. So that is the biggest tribute that, and I would have done the same thing. If there was felicitation of my teacher or my friend or somebody known to me, even if I had not received the card, by knowing it I would have gone. That is my character, and I am very happy you are like me. These five personalities who are sitting on the dais, they are not here by their own choice. I must tell you. Mr. Thomasin, he may be, because he is the prime mover of all this. Last year for my birthday, he happened to me at my place, and he took mental note, this man is completing 59, next year is completing 60, so we have to do something. And he very secretly and meticulously went on planning, but finally I had to come from Allahabad, so it was a time to be disclosed. And Oscar also is the person who has backed, along with all the committee members who are there. Their names will be in the book, are they, Kamasin? Yes. So I thank all of them. The other three personalities who are here, they are definitely not by their choice. They are here by my choice. I must tell you that. And first I must tell you one who is not here, the Chief Minister. Though I have not got such contact that I can say he is my great friend, because everybody knows the Prime Minister, but Prime Minister doesn't know us. A little better than that. I had several occasions of meeting him, going early in the morning to his house when I could see him and meet him to do the work of my college, and in several other occasions, but mostly to do work of my college, never my work, always work of the college. Once I attended one small talk, presentation at Confederation of Indian Industries. They used to ask me to join them. And that time he was the power minister. I must tell you, I was really surprised at the knowledge and the expertise that he has got in knowing the power situation in the country and in Goa. All the figures, that time Sushil Kumar Shinde was the power minister in the central government. From that time I came to know him very closely about his abilities and about his different ways of dealing with the things. I wanted him to be here now. Not for him to listen to this, but I had another agenda. So because I have many pending things, so I could have got some things done here. But I think Thomasin will convey to him, and I wish that he should know that. He has many special characteristics, and one characteristic is I like that he is able to survive. It is very difficult in the political system in Goa. It's not like Uttar Pradesh where Mayawati is holding the fort very strongly. In Goa, being small and everybody wanting to become a chief minister, you require very special characteristics. Besides that, we share the same month and the same week. As far as our birthdays are concerned, we just celebrated 2 days back. So there must be something common also between us. I thank him in absence here. The other personality is Archbishop Raul Gonsalves. He is the person who appointed me the principal of Rosary College. And like in any category, in any place like that, there is always small politics. One person dropped the subject of psychology from that list for which we had asked for affiliation. And psychology is my subject. So things happen, but again there was another person and he said that what we can do in life without psychology, and that man is sitting here, Father Avinash Trivedi was the secretary. He said, what can we do without psychology? Forget about human, but we can't do anything. The psychology must be there. So the way has never been so easy. The university did approve my appointment. They said you don't have enough years of experience. And I had to go to the court, and the court said that fine, you have experience, and you can be approved as principal, there is no difficulty. So the road is never easy. That's what I want to convey to you. I have not got anything on silver platter. I demanded for it, certain things I did not get. But I still work for it. This man, that is, I am sorry to say this man, because I never addressed to him as this man, Archbishop Petrak, I addressed him always with great respect. And he had also great respect for me. Most important thing, he had great trust in me, for which I was very grateful. You cannot tie the hands and arms of a person and legs of a person and tell him to run. That is what we are doing today. We are tying the hands and the legs of people and tell them to run. And I will give to you slowly one example of this type. But he didn't do that with me. He gave me freedom, but I have never caused, he has never any cause that I have disappointed him. I know that. I learned a lot of things from him. One of the things that I learned, you give him any man, he can work with him. How many of us can work? You give him any man as a secretary or any priest to work there, any type, but he can work with him. And he can change him, but he can work with him. That is a very important trait I find in him. Second thing is, he has many things in his mind. There I have not been able to imitate him fully. But he will not disclose the whole thing. He will not disclose to anybody what is in his mind. Only he knows. And he has something, then he will go roundabout. I remember when his successor was to be appointed, he called me. I met him that time. President Sharma had come to Goa and he was inaugurating the Museum of Christian Art. So he said, I want to talk to you. He'll never tell for what. Okay, I said, fine. Then he called me to his room and he said, what are you doing on this day, this is and all that. So I'm just waiting, but he's not disclosing. Then he told me that you are the first person I am disclosing. This is not because of our friendship. I was member of the media commission of the Archdiocese and the secretary was absent. So I was next person in charge. So he said, you are the first person I am disclosing. Bishop Philip is been elected as an archbishop, and his consecration will take place soon. You have to look after the media aspect of that. And then along with another senior priest who is also a good friend of mine, Father Lucio, both of us went to convey to Archbishop Philip this news, which of course we know that there is communication beforehand with them. But this is what I like. I have not been able fully to imitate him on this plate, but still I am trying. I appreciate him for many things, and I enjoyed working with him. It was a real pleasure. The third personality is Dr. Devgakar. I must tell you that before him, I have had 5 vice chancellors, but I never went to anybody's house or residence. Neither I went nor I stayed, as I stayed with him from 4 to 9 talking. And I never went to the chamber of the vice chancellor. I used to do things mostly through the letters and official means. Neither they were asking me any time to come. But in this man I saw this is the man who is going to do something for Goa University. That is what was my interest. I found him that he has plans and he had only one agenda, that is to see that Goa University comes in the map of the world. That was his agenda. I have seen, of course, other people whose agenda was to see that, okay, Christians should not occupy this post, this community should occupy that post, and that thing should happen, and this thing should happen, all type of things. There have been others who had never courage to implement things. You will not imagine, I was chairman of the committee for the preparing the restructure program for Goa University, and we would have been the first ones in India to have this system. But the person in charge delayed for 3 years out of fear for students, that students might revolt. Students are not going to revolt for things which are good for them. And I have seen one experience when I had to submit the things to the academic council. It went on postponing for 3 years. I fought for it. And when it came to the academic council and I was given a chance to talk, I spoke for nearly 45 minutes. And for the first time in the meeting of the academic council, I saw that everybody agreed. They said this is good for our students and we should implement it. And all of them said that we must implement. There was not a single voice of dissent. And this is I appreciate very much. So I found in this man these traits that I was looking for, and that brought us closer.